we have many different courses, but this course is very precious to us because it's kind of an intimate sharing of what we found for ourselves that works. And I could say today that, we've been together for 25 years and our relationship is keeping growing. There's more love. Our sexual togetherness is always new. It's always fresh. It's like for the first time meeting.
It doesn't mean that we constantly think about how we could excite each other. In the contrary, our sexual union is the most relaxing, nourishing experience that one can possibly imagine. Yeah, we surrendered any performance pressures, any trying to please the other,
any idea of excitement. And this is perhaps the strongest shift that will be maybe the most challenging for some of you. In the Western world we are very focused on excitement, on later, on a goal, on how to reach. And we have made our sexual relationship also into this. It needs to be juicy, we all need to have an orgasm, we have to reach somewhere, we need to get satisfied, and we don't really know what that means. But so far in what we learn through the media and through the magazines and through the non-sexual education, we have learned that good sex is having a good orgasm and then falling asleep afterwards. And what we discovered over the years through the guidance of Osho from many, many different angles, that sex is really only the beginning. And through the sexual energy, which is our nature, something can unfold which is more subtle. Through sex, love unfolds. Through love, prayer unfolds. And that is an experience that deepens every time.
Prayer in the sense of gratitude to what is, gratitude to life.
And what we found and what we would invite you in this journey is to find this shift from excitement, from goal orientation to being here now, to relaxation. And in that relaxation you will find an element that comes in that we could call presence, we could call
spontaneity,
love, joy, satisfaction, no matter what the experience is. And the surroundings, of course, are very helpful. So we are in, I would call this kind of quite a paradisical place. Because we have the ocean, we have the greens of the nature, we have the wind and the birds and luscious greenery, we have good food. So everything supports a resting in being. Now, when we are riding a bicycle, we need to keep pedaling to keep it up. And when we stop pedaling, the bicycle keeps running for a while before it falls. So your becoming mind that is goal-oriented will keep running for a while. And hopefully in a few days it will fall. And then a new discovery can arise, which is very, very simple, but very precious. The discovery of being and of discovering the satisfaction of being and the satisfaction that arises when we let ourselves be and we can let the other be. And in that letting each other be, being intimately together, becomes a totally new dimension. Then there's no goal later, there's no achievement, there's no performance pressure, there's no I should be like this and you should be like that. There's just something that magically melts together between the two of you just by being together. You may have found, some couples start looking alike when they are together for many years, because the energies begin to adjust, the vibrations begin to synchronize. Now in sexuality it's a strange phenomenon, because as our sexuality has become unnatural, it has become mental, and for the boys, for the men, sex has moved into fantasy, into the head. And for the women,
it is more like a dream. We are dreaming about sexuality, dreaming about a healthy relationship.
And now you can imagine if fantasy and dream meet, there's no meeting. A meeting begins to happen when the energy falls back into where it belongs, into the energetic centers of the sex center, the feeling center. And what we found is something that on the theoretical plane we want to play you. It's a lecture from Osho where he talks about the meetings of different centers and how deeply it is possible to meet. And we found in our own exploration that more and more, the more centers, the more energies within the two of us meet, the more we become one. And it doesn't mean that, our individuality disappears. We are very, very different people with very different personalities. But on a deeper plane, a oneness begins to happen, which is very satisfying, very nourishing. And I feel very, very grateful to have met this possibility and this wonderful woman in my life. Realizing that it is not the other, it is something in me that has melted, and in something that in Nura that has melted, and in this melting something began to be possible.